the plane immediately yawed to the left. The pilots quickly took manual control, stabilizing the aircraft and beginning troubleshooting. Inside the cabin, passengers heard the loud explosion and felt the plane lurch violently to the left. Sparks outside the left-hand windows lit up the cabin, further intensifying the panic. In the cockpit, the crew carried out instrument cross-checks. Indications showed an engine failure. The advantage of the BAE 146 was that it had 4 engines, providing extra redundancy. But after inspecting the engine instruments, the crew was shocked to find that both engine number 1 and engine number 2 had suffered catastrophic failures. Engine number 1 showed no readings at all, while engine number 2 displayed persistent severe vibrations accompanied by erratic fluctuations. Both of these engines were mounted on the left wing. From the cockpit window, the captain could see flames coming from the left engines. The crew decided to keep flying the aircraft under control without rushing into any decisions. At this point, a cabin crew member contacted the pilots. Some passengers reported seeing sparks coming from the left engines, and panic began spreading in the cabin. The pilots remained calm, asking the cabin crew to maintain order and assuring them that further instructions would follow. Because the engine failures had been so violent, a successful restart was almost impossible, and attempting it recklessly could cause even more serious problems. Following procedures, the pilots executed the in-flight engine failure emergency checklist, making sure to cut off the fuel supply to engines number 1 and number 2. The crew then discharged the fire extinguishers for engines number 1 and number 2 to put out any possible fire. Afterwards, they inspected the rest of the aircraft systems. With only 2 engines now providing thrust, the plane could no longer maintain its cruising altitude and began a controlled descent to an altitude sustainable with the remaining power. The crew could not determine the cause of the catastrophic dual-engine failure and feared that the 2 remaining engines might also be at risk.